Okay, so our first database is PubMed, PubMed.gov, and so getting to PubMed is a lot easier by just searching PubMed and clicking on the link to get you to the homepage. But this is the homepage, and this page is screenshotted in Module 2. But I also wanted to walk you through how you actually navigate PubMed. So I'm going to continue on with our example that we've been using in Module 2, which is carpal tunnel. And so I'm going to start with the basic search of carpal tunnel. So I'm going to type that in, and I'm going to click search. And then when I get there, you'll see, okay, 11,700 hits. So I'm going to type in the word syndrome, which will then give me that 10,099, 999 results, right? And that's too much. So then we added a Boolean operator and we said, okay, carpal tunnel and surgery. And then that's going to drastically drop us down to about 5,000 results, right? So we've essentially cut the number of articles in half just by adding a Boolean operator and something more specific. And then I said, okay, and then we want to look at physical therapy, right? So we're adding another Boolean operator and we're typing in physical therapy, and then that's going to cut it in half to about 275 results, which again is a lot more manageable, right? And a lot less overwhelming. And so you can see how search strategy, right, is important to reducing the amount of frustration that you'll have. So now we have the 275 results because we've been very specific in our different searches, right? Now, one of the things that I love about PubMed is what I've shown in the screenshots in this module is that you have lots of options. You could limit it to the search to full text, right? And so you'll see that number decrease to 227. You can say, oh, I only want to look at things that were published within the last year. And so now we've narrowed it down to 20 results, right? In evidence-based practice, the reality is we really want research articles that are 5 years or newer, right? So anything after 5 years is considered to be outdated for evidence-based practice. So I've limited my search to any article that was published within the last 5 years. And you'll see we have 100 results. But 100 results is a lot better than 11,000 research articles, okay? So what I wanted to show you now is clicking on this advanced tab. When we click on this advanced tab, one of the great things that you'll see down here is the history of all of the searches that I've done on PubMed, right? And so what we can do, some of the things that we can do within this advanced tab is, number one, we can combine searches. So an example would be if I click on number 5 and I say add query, you're going to see that that search for number 5 is now added to the query box. And then let's say I want to combine add carpal tunnel syndrome and, right? And carpal tunnel syndrome and surgery. So you can see I'm building a new search based on the searches that I've already done. Then I could click search again, right? If I wanted to, and see how many research articles come up. I can also delete the search if I want to delete it, right? So maybe I don't want it in my search history. I could look here and say, okay, this is the one that I wanted, carpal tunnel and surgery and physical therapy. I could click there and it's going to take me back to those articles that were found in my search. So you can see how PubMed is a really smart database, which will allow you to go back to where you were. You don't have to retype anything in. You could go back to the searches that you already used by clicking on that advanced tab, right? And let's say I want to use carpal tunnel syndrome and surgery and physical therapy within the last year, then I could click on this one and it will give me those 20 articles, right? That were found in the original search. So there's a lot of things that you can do in PubMed. You can use a basic search, right? You can use the advanced search tab. Lots of things to do to help you get to where you need to go when you're searching for the research articles for your critical appraisal topic.